Intro, let's go with another flow. Ain't your average entertainment show. More than entertainment than what's on the screen. Connecting dots on what you see. Have you ever wondered how it all began? The idea, how they started the plan. Execs, actors, the whole team. Mad props to those behind the scene. Why did the person get into the biz? Something inside when they were a kid. Who helped them out when they wanted to quit? What about the fam that gave them rocks to kick? How all the haters, they left shaming alone. Find out in the entertainment zone with Paul Amadeus Lane. It's a real thing. Intro, let's go with another flow. Ain't your average entertainment show. More than entertainment than what's on the screen. Connecting dots on what you see.
Welcome back, Entertainment Zone. Paul Amadeus Lane here on ABC News Radio KNET. Got to say what's up to our broadcast partners out there, Hollywood News Source, YouTube, live stream, all the formats. You can check out the show. We've been talking about Marvel's Cloak and Dagger. We've talked to two of the stars, Aubrey Joseph, Olivia Holt. And one thing about when you have conversation with stars about upcoming seasons or upcoming shows, they have to be very tight-lipped about what's in store. Because if not, some of them get in trouble. You may see some of them get killed off of shows. I'm not saying I can either confirm or deny that happens. But they really have to be kind of secretive because they don't want to ruin the experience out there for the fans. They want them to watch. Well, that's why we can talk with executive producers. I like to throw some questions at them because they can be a little bit more, I don't want to say loose lips about certain things because they are the executive producers, but I posed some questions to one of the executive producers of the show, Joe Pokaski, about the season, what we have to looking forward to in season 2. So, Joe, talk about season 2 and what we're in store for.
We're in store for a heck of a lot more Tandy and Tyrone and a lot crazier situations. I mean, season 1, Marvel and Freeform were so great in letting us do a slow burn, making sure you understood these guys as individuals. Now they're together as a team. And now they have a lot, decided to become heroes. And because this is our show, we just throw everything we can at them and we see how they handle it.
Have you ever wondered how they come up with these amazing storylines when it comes to shows and how it sometimes seems to mirror your own life? Well, I even posed that question to Joe.
You know what? We start with character. We start with characters that are going through real problems like everyone else is. I think kind of the beauty, the little corner we've carved out in the Marvel Universe is Tandy and Tyrone are the ones that deal with real life issues. And they've, since they were 8 years old and Tyrone's brother was shot by a police officer, we don't shy away from kind of turning the light on places where people might shy away from. This year we deal with human trafficking, and we get to be what Tandy and Tyrone were in the comics when I was growing up. They talked about runaways, they talked about drug addiction, and you get to understand it, but then by way of them, they get to lift you out and they get to show some hope.
If you're a fan of the comics, then it came out. If you are a fan of the comics of Cloak and Dagger, it came out in the 80s. What I wanted to find out from Joe is, how do you take something that was from the 1980s and to make it relevant today here in 2019, and how to continue to stay true to the core values of that comic?
It's crazy, and it's funny, particularly in season 2, because we had to start season 1, it had to be its own thing. We reset it in New Orleans. We're changing the context. There are a lot of things that didn't touch in with the comic book. The most amazing part is season 2, as we started breaking it out, as we started telling the Mayhem story, how much it started veering back and kind of bending back towards the original source material. And there's, I think the original idea was great when it's about bravery versus fear. It's about despair versus hope. And it's these two kids lifting each other up. I feel like we live in a world where we could all use someone to lift us up. And Tandy and Tyrone have always been kind of model for any kind of friendship.
You could tell that Joe and all the executive producers out there put a lot of time in this to make this work and to stay true to the core values of the comic. If you have watched the show, if you're like me, you're wondering, will Cloak and Dagger have a romance possibility? Because I know you thought about it. I thought about it right at the beginning. Am I trying to ship them? The answer is yes. And notice how Joe handles that question.
Shipping them? Are you shipping them right now?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, listen, my running joke is like, if any of us saw a human being that looked as handsome as Aubrey Joseph or as beautiful as Olivia Holt, it'd be hard not to have romantic feelings, right? My favorite love stories are about falling in love with your best friend, so I think we want to make sure they're best friends, but I personally, the 6-year-old in me, has always been rooting for Tandy and Tyrone to get together. Sorry for the cagey answer.
Well, the cool thing about it is you and Jeff have the power to make that happen if you want to.
It, which is amazing because it frustrated the heck out of me reading it. They'll be like, he's really in love with her. She doesn't know he exists. He's just a free ride. And it was interesting to be able to control that, particularly with such talented actors kind of embodying these two.
Joe touched on the possibility at the disposal of the executive producers. If they want to take it in another, area, they can. And I kind of like that, because how many of us who love the comic back in '80 wonder, are they going to get together? It'd be nice if they do, but Joe really talked about how working on the dynamic of becoming best friends. And we know if you can get into a relationship with your best friend, it really is the building blocks to a long-lasting relationship, we hope, right? As I finished my conversation with Joe, I had to throw that question to him that I threw to Olivia. Check it out.
I talked to Olivia earlier. I said, Olivia, it'll be nice that you're a singer to maybe say, you better call Tyrone.
We keep getting our Erykah Badu on. It's an expensive song. There's a great My Morning Jacket cover we're trying to get. Trust me, those words will be said on my show if I have the power in it.
Looking forward to it. A great show. I wish you much success. We want season 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Me too. Thank you very much. It was great talking to you.
Great talking to you, my friend.
You got some breaking news here from me here on the Entertainment Zone. See? What did Joe say? He said, something's up the sleeve, so I know you were thinking about it. And I got it first. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And Joe Pokaski, executive producer of Marvel's Cloak and Dagger. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right. On our next segment, we're going to delve into another character in the series. Now, if you haven't watched season 1 and you're going to binge, turn it down right now because I'm going to go into something. There was a detective who started to morph into something else. We're going to talk to her next. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.